The target is liquidated. The planet is safe. Your hard work over the past year is paid off. I imagine you'll find a few things difficult to swallow. Being under constant surveillance, for example. Or the fact that you've all been slapped with a gag order. Naturally, I'll do whatever I can to lessen the burden. My apologies in advance for the inconvenience.
It's all right, Mr. Kurasama. We'll be fine. No worries. Whatever settles this, we're on board. We can handle it.
Seriously, we don't want to complicate things for you.
That said, though, we do have one tiny request. Kanuki Gyauka's graduation ceremony is this afternoon, sir. I think we've earned the right to be a part of it. Let us walk across the stage in honor of Koro-sensei's memory.
Sure. Yes, of course. I'll handle things and make the necessary arrangements.
E-class, rise! Mr. Kurasama, Professor Bitch, for everything you've taught us, we are eternally grateful.
We are eternally grateful.
So, where's the ceremony exactly?
Main campus is on lockdown. They're probably having it at the Civic Center.
Our parents are gonna have to bring our uniforms.
They've been to hell and back, and look at them. So tough. Are these the same kids from a year ago?
For all his advice, Koro-sensei never said anything about the E-class system being unjust, or that we should try to spark a change.
Shira no Karahashi.
Sir!
There's no shortage of absurdities in the world, I guess. I say if you have the time and energy to brood on them.
Nagisa Shiota.
Sir! You have time to subvert them. Maybe even have a little fun in the process.
My, what a confident look. No doubt we have your former instructor to thank.
A word of advice, sir. Maybe go a little easier on your students from now on. See you around.
What a nice little ceremony. I was moved. Me too.
Mom, Dad, what are you doing here? Together?
Kind of surprising, huh? At the end of last month, your teacher paid me a little visit.
Right off the bat, your son asked for a favor. He prefers to be called by his first name as opposed to his last, you see. So there won't be any awkwardness if he goes back to using his father's name. He wanted to nip that in the bud before it became an issue. He's a good student. I have no complaints. All signs point toward Nagisa meeting his goals by mid-March. All I ask is that you give his graduation your blessing as a family.
He and your mother told me how hard you've worked. It takes a lot of determination to come as far as you have, son.
We've been talking, and feel it's best for everyone if we follow your example and give our marriage another shot.
How much of himself did our teacher need to leave behind?
Ceremony's over! They're letting out!
Time to get some reactions!
Easy, folks. This place is off limits to the media.
Tell us about the monster. Did he die? How did he die? What was
Tell
it
us how
like?
you're feeling at the moment!
Are you kids really the ones who killed him? Give me a break. I'm trying to do my job.
Have you no shame? These children have already been through enough. You're all vultures!
Yeah.
All right, everybody outside now. There's a bus on standby at the main gate.
Excuse me. Ow!
Hey! What the? What's the big idea?
You're messing with our coverage.
Coverage? You people are messing with our moment in the sun.
No, the internet's gonna go nuts when I post this. Remember, we know what you look like, scum! Ha!
There. Nothing to worry about, love. Permit us to be your escort to the front gate.
With graduation comes a clean slate, but abandoning former classmates in their time of need would be disgraceful. I may be ruthless, but as your future leader, I'm not about to court shame. Akabane. Seems like you're the only one coming back. Fair warning, when all this is over, I'll put you on the rack if I have to. This Koro-sensei seems fascinating. You're going to give me all the gory details.
I mean, I could. But thick-skulled as you are, you might struggle to understand.
Move it. You're bringing up the rear.
Whoa!
Off you go.
So many reasons to cry. A day like today, I'll never see again. Goodbye, Kunugigaoka Junior High. Goodbye, Class 3E. Goodbye, Koro-sensei. Afterwards, lots of stuff went down. Kunugigaoka came under fire for involving its students in an assassination plot. The whole concept of E-Class was abolished, thankfully. After we left, the old mountainside building shut its doors for good. As for the principal, he was tried in the court of public opinion and forced to resign. Of course, he is who he is. Something tells me he had a backup plan. Whatever else can be said about him, there's no denying he's a man of conviction. We haven't seen the last of him. He'll be back on his feet in no time.
Anything you need, sir. We're glad to help.
Ah, the guy, Mori. It's been years.
We heard you're having trouble, and we're worried about you.
Not just you, actually. All the kids that came after us.
Please, sir. There has to be something we can do for you.
Let us help an old mentor in his darkest hour.
In point of fact, your timing is excellent. You two can help me celebrate. I've been saving this bottle. New beginnings are rather high on the list of reasons to toast. Raise a glass with me. Get me up to speed on your lives. I'll air my complaints.
We're glad to lend you an ear.
All three of us.
The bounty was promptly paid. No fuss, just cold, hard cash. Hush money, really. Mr. Kurasama told us as much, and we understood. So, all that was left was how to spend it. we consulted Koro-sensei's rules to live by.
The accomplishment is its own reward. Nothing stunts your growth quite like immediate access to troves of money.
With that in mind, we all set aside a little something to live on. College tuition, charitable donations we believed in, and one big-ticket item that we purchased as a class. The rest of it, we gave back to the government as a thank you for the incredible year they'd given us. Mr. Kurasama, excuse me, Agent Kurasama's career is sure to take off. Slowly, the crescent moon began to crumble. Under its own gravity, it would end up a much smaller sphere than before. The explosion had moved it, though. It now orbited a lot closer to Earth. After a while, the shape, size, gravitational pull, what have you, would come to resemble the moon as we'd known it all our lives. The crescent that symbolized our year together, ever so gradually, would forget its shape.
There's sectarian violence brewing in the Middle East. A group of radicals is on the warpath. We need a sleeper agent, an operative who's willing to infiltrate enemy ranks. You'll ship out tomorrow. Understood?
Yeah, sure. If that's the job. Oh, but I'm scared. Whatever shall I do, Chief? Imagine a sumptuous creature like moi getting captured in hostile territory. Or does the idea get your motor running? Your poor, defenseless wife having all sorts of horrible things done to her by burly men in the desert.
This assignment reflects my faith in your abilities. But if you genuinely see yourself as poor and defenseless, well then, you give me no choice but to assign someone else.
Oh! Wait, it was a joke! Is it too much to ask for you to show a teensy bit of concern? Come on, sweetie, don't be this way!
So are you going or not?
Yes, yes!
Then go get ready!
Sir, with pleasure!
It's been 7 years since we met. She hasn't changed at all. I think about those kids. Our kids. Whatever became of them, I wonder. What are they doing with their lives?
Hoo-hoo! We have a celebrity!
Hi, guys! Look at you! You're in costume? Are you sure you've got time for all this?
Sure, I snuck off the set during my lunch break. I can't let you do the heavy lifting without me.
Awesome. Okay, people, let's get this place up to code.
All right!
Yep, class president till the end.
Hey now, you're the ones who wanted me to hold on to the keys.
What can we say, man? We know who best to delegate this sort of thing to. All right, let's get to it. Come on.
Hey, you ever finish reading Koro-sensei's advice book?
Nowhere near, actually. It never ends.
Place is getting rough around the edges again. We should have hired a groundskeeper when we bought the mountain.
We can handle it. If you let it get messy, you clean it up. That's one of the old rules, remember?
Wow, talk about hitting the big time, Kayano. You've made it.
You bet she has. She's got the look. She can do her own stunts. Did you see her dive off the cliff like she was jumping into bed? It'd be weird if she hadn't made it.
Oh, come on. I'm just using all the cool stuff I learned here. Hey, Kajima, could you stop playing paparazzi and get back to work, please?
Yeah.
We wanted a memorial to visit, but not a grave. After all, it didn't feel like they were gone. This is their home, a place where they can dwell in peace, somewhere those who love them can always come back to.
I've been thinking, guys. We really ought to put this place to good use, you know? Preserving it's fine and all, but it doesn't feel like enough.
Okano's using the back of the mountain a lot lately. You know she put together an acrobatic performance squad for her college, right? Said this was the training ground she's used to, so why not?
Okay, let's run the circuit. Try to keep up. Let's see some hustle!
Pretty sweet, huh? And recently, Karahashi started giving nature tours to kids.
No kidding. Well, she's always known how to make money.
Here we go. Are we all ready? Be careful where you step, okay? Okay!
Huh. We've grown up exactly as Koro-sensei taught us to. Just look at Manami and Takebayashi. They've literally taken a page from our life manuals and put it to good use. Koro-sensei hinted at a cell activation recipe they're now researching to make artificial blood.
Dear God, the lives we can save. The number is mind-boggling.
Well, Okuda handled the development phase. Credit goes to her. Personally, I'm eager to explore the clinical side.
Our name for it is R.H. Slitherblood. And there's Sugino, who's become a college baseball star.
Strike three!
His versatile pitching style caught the eye of pro scouts from all over.
Incredible. So the rumors are all true.
They don't call him Slithery Sugino for nothing.
As for Tarasaka, his particular skills caught the eye of a certain professor politician.
Hop two! We're late enough as it is! Damn it, kid, are you a man or a mouse?
Son of a bitch. Way to drive me like a mule, you old fart.
Once he's out of college, he'll be promoted to personal assistant. Yoshida and Moromatsu are thriving. They've taken over the family
Purring
businesses.
like a baby kitten.
I guess so.
Takuya, get a load of this! Ha! Makes your mouth water, doesn't it?
You have any idea how much that thing cost? How the hell are we supposed to make a profit, genius?
Itana went to work in his father's factory right after high school.
Well, if this doesn't do the trick, I know some guys. They'd be happy to come help me out with it.
So he's good. Speaking of technical stuff, Ritsu's completely online now.
I'm parallel processing with computers from every corner of the globe. I can make songs, I can draw, I can explore my emotional range.
Yep, she's living the life, a free spirit, and she loves nothing more than to help out her old classmates. That's what we're up to, adapting ourselves as necessary, seeing where life takes us.
Oh, did you hear about Karma? Dude, he passed the National Civil Service exam with flying colors.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Good luck seeing him tank, right?
Yeah, well, they say the hard part comes after. He's good, sure, but now there'll be a lot of red tape. Tons of interviews, training, interdepartmental hazing. Of course, if anyone can thrive in that environment, it's him.
Huh. Gotta say, I'm liking the looks of my new wallet.
Yeah, he's gonna be just fine. As a matter of fact, we all are.
Wait, stop! I wasn't ready! Oh, Kojima!
What part of your brain told you that was a good idea?
It's an accident, I swear!
Honestly, I think whatever path we choose in life, it's a safe bet Koro-sensei would have approved. I can see him saying, it suits you. We had 1 year together. You can live a lot of different lives in that time. They become part of you. They become your guide, your world. There's the life of pride.
Outrageous! This is 10 times the estimate!
Don't you dare! I'm an artist! I charge what I'm worth!
The life of service.
I thought we'd visit the park today. Is that something you'd like?
The life we're given.
I know. That show has totally gone off the rails.
The life we hope to bring into the world. Whatever happens, we're connected, every one of us, forever. Trading lives back and forth, across a classroom, steeped in bloodlust. This classroom, Our tribute to Koro-sensei. And who knows, maybe one day a new generation will live as many lives here as we did.
So, tell me the truth. Have you been keeping in touch with Nagisa? What's the story there?
Well, there isn't one. I'm not really on his radar these days, sadly. You know how he is. Always keeping his eye on the target.
Okie dokie. Hey, class. I'm your teacher in training, Nagisa Shiota. Pleased to meet you. It's been 7 years. I'm way taller than I used to be. And I'm a beloved teacher. In my dreams, at least.
A teacher in training? You gotta be shitting me.
Come on, guys. Leave the poor girl alone.
Why are you dressed like a boy?
What are you, junior high?
Life is so unfair. You'd think I'd have a few inches on my junior high self by now. Everyone else shot up like weeds. And Karma? He's over 6 feet tall now. No, seriously. For my training, they put me in the last circle of hell. Nothing like our assassination classroom. Totally different dynamic.
You have any idea the hurt you're in for in this place?
From now on, this is a study hall. You got that?
The bell's rung. I'd like to ask you to take your seats, please.
Oh, that's cute.
Shut up. You don't get to boss us around. We'll kill you. What?
Kill. Me. Interesting word. Kill. Evocative, but overused. It's lost some of its mojo. For some of us, though, it still holds the right kind of magic. You're welcome to try. You have until graduation. All right, people. Let's get started, shall we?